All right, hey Chipola Nation, we're here with Coach Donnie Tyndall, coach of the Chipola Indians. How you doing, Coach?
I'm good, B. How are you?
Fantastic.
Good.
So, man, nice finish to the conference season. Finished up champions. We're calling it champions. It could be sort of co-champions,
Yeah.
but anyway, a really great way to finish the league.
Well, it was. I give a lot of credit to our staff and our players. It's been a long, kind of unique season, as everybody knows, Brian. Team put off practicing for a while in October due to health concerns, etc. But we found a way, and it wasn't always pretty. We only had 2 returning players that had ever played in a Chipola uniform.
Wow.
So you had a lot of inexperience, but I thought our guys continued to get better every single day. And down the stretch here, we're playing our best basketball.
Yeah, and that's what you want. It doesn't matter how good you play in November or December. It matters how good you play in March and now in April.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And my teams have always traditionally gotten better and been playing our best ball late in the season, which is, like you said, exactly what you want. I think the biggest thing with us is our guards evolved early, probably December, early January. Our guards were really coming around and turning the corner, and our big guys still weren't there yet. And to be honest, we were concerned about that. But the last 3 or 4 weeks, our big guys, McLeod Duke, the big kid going to Florida State, Achor, Joe Smith, Faison Fields, have all really gotten better, and that's kind of changed the dynamics of our team.
Yeah, that's awesome, Coach. That we're just so proud. We did break into the top 10 in the national rankings this week. We're number 9, which we were about number 14, I think, the week before.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I think that's very deserved, and we're sitting at the top of the state rankings right now, which moves us to a little prediction that I got early today. The state tournament starts on Thursday, April 8th, over in Niceville, and for the first time ever, they're seeding the tournament.
Yeah.
And I have it on good authority from a respected bracketologist that we are probably the favorites to be the number 1 seed in the tournament.
Well, that sounds great, and obviously that's quite an accomplishment, seeing we didn't really get the job till late June, early July.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when you get to this point in the season, all 8 teams, Brian, as you know, are going to be really, really good. And it doesn't matter if you play 8, 7, or if you're playing 1 or 2. The end of the day, it's going to be a quality team that you have to go and beat, and it's going to be on a neutral floor. So
absolutely.
Tough environment for sure.
And the top 8 teams from Region 8, I mean, they're bringing some stuff, man.
Yeah.
Those are great teams. Coach, this tournament starts on Thursday, April 8th, and we've talked about this before, that Northwest Florida State's going to have 50% capacity, so maybe about 1,100 people be able to go to the gym, and you can get a ticket for $25 and see all the games, and this is men's and women's. So we're really excited about that. But if we're fortunate enough to get the number 1 seed, we would play on Thursday, April 8th at 6 o'clock. We would play the number 8 seed, which is, that's a favorable thing. And then we would play boom, boom, boom Thursday, Friday, and Saturday if we're successful. So we'd play at 8 o'clock on Friday if we win, and then the championship would be at 7:30, and hopefully that would be right after the Chipola women win the championship at 5:30. But Coach, talk about getting ready to play 3 days in a row.
Well, I think we did some things early in our season purposely to get prepared for this. Now, we didn't play 3 games in 3 straight days, but we played back-to-back days, had a day off, and then played our 3rd game in 4 days. So we treated it as a conference tournament setting. We actually talked to our team about that.
Right.
So we've got a little bit of experience in regard to getting ready for a back-to-back type situation. The thing I like about our team is we really have about 12 guys that are 1 through 12 pretty even. We've got a couple guys that have had nice seasons, but really, if you put a sub in, it's like a starter. You're not losing a whole lot. The one thing I am concerned about, we lost Chris Garner, our backup point guard. He broke his foot in the last game, so he'll be out 4 to 6 months, which is just a sad deal for him. But we still have good depth. Our style of play that we press and get after people for 40 minutes, and you have that depth, you would like to think would lend itself favorably for us.
Yeah, that is just fantastic, Coach. I wanted to look at I was looking at some statistics, some like, top scorers in the state and in the nation and all that kind of stuff. And it's really interesting that you say that we've got a lot of bodies and we don't lose much from the first five to the second five. And we really don't have any standouts when it comes to individual statistics in the nation. And is that a testament to kind of the way that you like to run your program, that you like to move things around and you like for people to share in the wealth and the success?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this year, probably more so than as we move forward, we didn't have any quote-unquote superstars. We have some very good players, Carlos Lemos, Lance Irving, Duke McLeod, Naquan Tomlin. They're all averaging right around 12 to 8 or 9 a game. So
Right.
we have nice balance. We have guys that come off the bench, Bryce Zeifer, B.J. Comer, Faison Fields, Joe Smith, Achor. You can go down the list.
Right.
They're good, solid players, and probably, Brian, if they were on another team, would have better numbers. But because we play so many people and they are on a quality team with other good players, they don't get quite as many minutes or quite as many shots. But that usually lends itself to your team being pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. That's wonderful, Coach, because it's just next man up. And it's interesting in the junior college game, so many times kids come in and they have 1 year. They might come in as a transfer and they have 1 year, and a lot of times they want to prove everything. And sometimes, wouldn't you agree that it's hard to get them to buy into the team situation because they're wanting to be the star so that they can move on to the next level? How do you convince them to buy into the team situation?
Well, I tell our team in our first team meeting, there's only going to be one selfish, moody, arrogant, bad guy on this team, and that's me. So I squash that from day one.
Right,
Now,
right.
don't get me wrong, we fight some battles
Yeah,
along the way.
yeah.
But my experience, Brian, and everything, having been a head Division I coach for 10 years, been in the NBA, everything that coaches decide in regard to taking a player or not taking a player is almost always predicated on winning. So I tell these guys, look, if you're on a winning team and you average 10, 11, 12 a game, or you're on a bad team and you average 18 or 19 a game, the coaches at the next level are going to take the kid that's been coached the right way and is in a winning program.
Right.
And it's the same thing in the G League. All those guys thought in the G League they were going to score their way to the NBA. That doesn't happen. They already have their scores in the NBA. What they need are guys that will defend, be consistent,
Right.
practice the right way, and then maybe you get your shot at the NBA. So there's a formula for guys to get where they're trying to go, and it doesn't always entail scoring a lot of buckets.
Right. Yeah, so winning, I've got a friend who says, man, winning fixes everything.
Yeah.
And if we can just keep winning, I know that things are going to go well for all the players on the roster. Well, Coach, we are just so excited about this season and how it's playing out, and we're just so excited about seeing you guys suit up over in Niceville on Thursday, April 8th. I did want to talk about a little rumor. There's a little rumor that there may be a coach that we've heard of coming to Northwest Florida State. Can we say his name yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Coach Greg Heyer
Oh my
got the Northwest
gosh.
Florida job. I know people around here love Greg, and he did an outstanding job. He was a great coach. I used to say he's a great young coach, but he's not young anymore.
not.
He's been around the block
Yeah.
and back, and obviously he'll do a tremendous job. So the Panhandle Conference just keeps
Man.
getting better and better.
And Heyer was a guy who he was an assistant here, and we promoted him to head coach, and he was untested, unproven, and he turned out to be one of the best coaches in the history of Chipola basketball.
Yeah.
So, man, that is going to be really exciting, and we love Heyer, and I think it'll be really fun to compete against him.
Yeah, well, maybe fun for the fans. I don't know if it'll be fun for us,
For the
right?
coaches, that's right. Well, Coach, we wish you all the best in the state tournament next week, and again, going to be plenty of room to go over to Niceville and see both of our teams play, and we hope y'all do well.
Well, and I'd like to echo that. Let's get our fans over there. Got a great women's program and team
Yeah.
this season, and hopefully they'll come out in droves and support us. That'd be great.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.